Deep, deep in a magical land, there was a forest unlike any other. This was the Whispering Woods, where the trees had leaves of every color you could imagine. Some leaves were bright yellow like the morning sun, some were a brilliant purple like juicy plums, and others sparkled with the silver light of the moon, even during the day. The grass was not just green, but a soft, cushiony blue, and the river that flowed through it all giggled and gurgled with happy little sounds. It was a place full of wonder and joy, where every flower hummed a tiny tune, and the butterflies fluttered like tiny flying rainbows. In this beautiful, colorful forest lived a wolf named Willow, but Willow was not a scary wolf. Oh no, not at all. She was a very special kind of wolf, with fur as white as a fluffy cloud and eyes the color of warm honey. She didn't have a big scary howl. Instead, when she lifted her head to the sky, she sang a soft, gentle song that sounded like the wind rustling through the rainbow leaves. Her tail didn't swish angrily, it wagged and wagged from side to side whenever she saw something that made her happy, which was quite often in the Whispering Woods. Willow lived in a cozy den underneath the roots of a giant ancient oak tree. The tree's leaves were a lovely shade of orange, and at night they glowed softly, lighting up her home with a warm, comforting light. Inside her den, she had a soft bed made of moss that was as green as fresh spring leaves. She had collected shiny, smooth pebbles from the giggling river and placed them in pretty patterns on her floor. It was a happy home for a happy wolf, a little sanctuary of peace and comfort nestled in the heart of the magical woods. Every morning, Willow would wake up with the sun. She would stretch her long, cloudy white legs and give a big, happy yawn. Then, she would peek her head out of her den and take a deep breath of the sweet, flower-scented air. Her favorite thing to do was to go for a long walk through the woods, her paws making soft little prints on the blue grass. She loved to say good morning to all the little creatures and see all the wonderful sights the Whispering Woods had to show her. Her day was always starting with a sense of adventure and a heart full of joy. Willow's fur was the softest thing in the entire forest. It was so white and fluffy that the little bunnies often thought she was a walking cloud that had come down from the sky to play. Her nose was a cute, twitching button, always sniffing the delightful smells of the woods. From the sweet scent of strawberry bushes to the earthy smell of the damp soil after a morning shower. She had big, gentle ears that listened carefully to all the sounds of the forest, from the tiniest buzz of a bee to the softest whisper of the wind, telling its secrets to the tall, colorful trees. The Whispering Woods was a playground of colors for Willow. She loved to chase the falling leaves in autumn, pouncing playfully as they swirled around her in shades of red, gold, and purple. In the spring, she would gently nudge the bluebells with her nose, making them ring their tiny, silent bells. She would watch the ladybugs, with their bright red shells and tiny black dots, crawl up the stalks of the giant sunny yellow dandelions. The world for Willow was not just a place to live, it was a beautiful painting that she got to walk through and be a part of every single day. Willow had a heart that was even kinder than her appearance was gentle. She would never scare any of the smaller animals. If she saw a family of mice scurrying by, she would sit down very still and quiet, wagging her tail slowly, so they would know she was a friend. She knew that some animals might be afraid of a wolf, so she always made sure to be extra gentle and quiet. Her soft, honey-colored eyes were always full of kindness, and she moved with a grace that was peaceful and calming, never threatening or loud. One of her favorite games was hide and listen. She would close her eyes and listen for her friends. She could hear the quiet nibbling of Barnaby the bunny munching on a clover. She could hear the tiny flutter of Squeaky the squirrel's tail as he climbed a sparkling silver tree. She could even hear the slow, steady crawling of Sammy the snail on a big green leaf. She never tried to catch them. She would just open her eyes, smile, and call out their names, happy to know that all her friends were nearby and safe in their wonderful shared home. One sunny afternoon, as Willow was walking by the giggling river, she heard a tiny, worried squeak. She followed the sound with her big listening ears and found a little duckling named Pip. Pip was standing by the water's edge, looking very sad. All of his brothers and sisters had paddled across the river with their mother, but Pip was too scared to go into the water. The river giggled a little too loudly for him, and he was afraid he would be swept away. His little wings drooped, and a tear rolled down his fluffy yellow cheek. Willow approached Pip very slowly and gently. "Hello, little one," she sang in her soft, whispery voice. "Why do you look so sad on such a beautiful day?" Pip looked up and saw the big white wolf, but her eyes were so kind that he wasn't scared at all. He explained that he was afraid of the water and missed his family. Willow nodded understandingly. She looked at the river, then back at the tiny duckling. She carefully lay down on the blue grass, putting her head near him so he wouldn't be frightened by her size. "I can help you," Willow said with a warm smile. She carefully nudged a very large sturdy leaf that had fallen from an orange tree into the water. It floated perfectly, like a little boat. "Look, Pip," she said softly. "You can ride on this leaf. It will be your very own boat to sail across the river." Pip's eyes grew wide with excitement. He had never thought of that! The leaf looked strong and safe, and it bobbed gently on the water, not looking scary at all anymore. He felt a little bit braver now. With a little encouragement from his new friend, Pip hopped onto the big orange leaf. Willow gave the leaf boat a tiny, gentle push with her nose and it started to float smoothly across the giggling river. She walked alongside the bank, watching to make sure he was safe all the way. When Pip reached the other side, his family quacked with joy. Pip hopped off his boat and ran to his mother, turning back to give Willow a happy little wave with his wing. Willow wagged her tail, her heart full of warmth because she had helped a friend. That evening, news of Willow's kindness spread all through the Whispering Woods. Barnaby the bunny, Squeaky the squirrel, and Pip the duckling all told their families and friends about the wonderful, gentle wolf. The animals who had once been a little shy of Willow realized she was not scary at all. They learned that her large size was just right for giving a helpful push to a leaf boat, and her quiet nature was perfect for making little creatures feel safe and secure. They all wanted to be her friend. As the sun went down, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, the animals decided to do something special for Willow. Barnaby gathered the sweetest clovers, Squeaky brought down the crunchiest nuts from the silver tree, and Pip's family found the juiciest berries near the riverbank. They all brought their treasures to the clearing in front of Willow's den. They wanted to have a big feast to say thank you to their kind and wonderful friend, showing her that her friendship meant the world to them. When Willow peeked out of her den, she saw all the animals waiting for her. Her heart filled with so much happiness that her tail wagged faster than ever before. They weren't afraid of her. They were all smiling and chattering, waiting to share their food with her. Willow came out and sat down with them, and they all shared the delicious feast under the light of the sparkling stars and the glowing orange leaves of her home tree. It was a party of friends, big and small, celebrating kindness and being together. From that day on, Willow was never alone on her walks. Barnaby would hop alongside her, Squeaky would scamper in the branches above, and Pip and his family would swim beside her in the river. Willow learned that the greatest magic in the Whispering Woods wasn't the rainbow leaves or the giggling river, it was the wonderful feeling of friendship. And all the animals learned that you can't judge someone by how they look, because sometimes, the one with the biggest teeth has the biggest, kindest heart of all. We hope you loved Willow's adventure. For more happy stories from the Whispering Woods, don't forget to subscribe.